Well, let's get started. Let's get started in a comfortable seat. So any comfortable seat for you, any place where your hips can relax, your spine can lift tall, and your shoulders can release. Finding a place where you can breathe. And beginning to notice your breath. Noticing where in your body your breath is moving. Noticing any resistance or hesitation within your breath. Noticing any thoughts that arise as you begin to sit and breathe. Just taking a moment to acknowledge that those thoughts are there without engaging them. Allowing them to do what they need to before moving off. And taking one deep clearing breath, a full deep breath in. And a big sigh out. Allowing everything to go. Letting your hands come on top of your knees. We're going to start with some circles of your upper body around your hips. So letting your spine stay nice and tall and long. Just beginning to lean around in some circles, either direction right now. We'll have time to go in both. So if there's any point where you need to pause and breathe in these rotations, I encourage you to take that time. There's never a rush in our practice today. Feel free to explore and breathe and expand where your body wants to go. And when you're ready, reverse those circles. Maybe they're shallow or a little bit wider. Noticing how this rotation might feel different from the other side. Just one more full rotation wherever you are before coming back into a neutral spine. Nice tall seat. Letting your hands stay on your knees. We're going to move into your cat-cow. So with a breath in, letting your chest lift, finding an arch to your spine. And as you exhale, beginning to round. Shoulder blades pressing away from each other. Leaning into that space between them. As you inhale, coming forward, chest open. Exhale, rounding into your spine. One more of these, a deep breath in. And out. Allowing your inhale to draw you forward, lifting through your spine. And as you exhale, we're going to forward fold, letting your hands walk out long in front of you. Allowing your head and neck to release, your arms and shoulders to let go. Just one more breath in and out. As you inhale, slowly rising up Then we're going to find a heart opener here, letting your hands come behind your back. If you want to switch up the cross of your legs, now is a nice time to do that. You can find the opposite interlace or any other way that might feel comfortable here. Letting your hands come about a foot or so behind you and taking a big shoulder roll, allowing your chest to lift up. Shoulder blades hugging towards each other and down your back. You can take your head and neck wherever feels comfortable for you. One more breath in and out. Gently to release your shoulders, coming back through center. And then we're going to make your way into your tabletop on your hands and your knees. You can rock over your shins or swing your feet around to the side. And initially finding a little sway of your hips side to side here in your tabletop. Hips going towards the left, maybe gazing over your right shoulder. Letting your hips shift towards the right, maybe gazing over your left shoulder. You can find this movement with your breath, letting your inhale come through center, or pausing on either side for a few breaths. Giving yourself another breath or two before coming to your neutral tabletop. We're going to move into your balancing table, letting your right leg begin to extend behind you, toes curled, pressing into your right heel. Allowing your navel to draw in and up. Staying right here, maybe letting your left fingertips extend. The right foot can begin to float. The left hand can float. Reaching long through your fingertips and through your right heel. And finding your slow, steady breath. Deep breaths in and out. Just one more breath here. A deep breath in and out. Letting the left hand release, your right knee to release. Maybe some circles or any counter movement that would feel good before moving on to our other side. Letting your left leg begin to extend out behind you, toes curled. Staying here as long as you need before moving into our balancing table. The right hand start to extend. Maybe the foot floats, the hand can float. Reaching through your fingertips and your heel. Noticing your slow, deep breaths in and out. So one more here. Releasing your right hand, your left knee down. Any counter movements before finding your downward facing dog. Toes curled, hips beginning to press up and back. Finding a little pedal of your feet, letting one knee bend, the opposite heel press down. And finding the other side. You can find a little pedal here, a slight movement of your hips and your knees. And eventually finding some stillness. A stillness in your body. Slow, steady breath. Our next inhale, rising high into your toes, walking your feet towards your hands, maybe your hands back towards your feet. Finding a gentle forward fold, that soft bend to your knees, head and neck to release. You can shake your head yes and no. You can shake your head maybe. Taking a slight bend to your knees and slowly rolling up to stand. A big shoulder roll at the top. A few more revolutions, that full range of motion in your shoulder joints. And finding your mountain pose, your Tadasana. Your feet can be together or about hip width apart. Standing as tall as you can, arms releasing by your sides. If it feels okay, allowing your eyes to close here. Noticing your breath once more. Your full deep breaths in and out. Noticing the ground beneath your feet. The air as it touches your skin. Noticing this deep breath in and out. Your next inhale, sweeping your arms overhead to reach tall. As you exhale, forward fold, coming all the way down. Inhaling to your half lift, lengthening your spine. Exhale to fold. As you inhale, sweeping your arms overhead, reaching tall, rising tall. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Pausing for a breath in and out. And one more just like that. Inhale, arms sweeping overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhaling to your half lift. Exhale to fold. As you inhale, sweeping your arms overhead, reaching tall. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Pausing here for a breath in and out. As you inhale, sweeping your arms overhead, we're going to pause here for our side bends. We're going to come over towards the right side. So taking your left wrist with your right hand, as you inhale, reach tall. Exhale, side bending towards the right. Your chest rolling open, maybe leaning into your outer left hip. Your next inhale brings you back through center, reaching tall. Switching the grasp, taking your right wrist with your left hand. Another deep breath in to find length. Exhale, side bending towards the left. One more deep breath in and out. As you inhale, coming back through center, reaching tall. Exhale, forward fold, coming all the way down. Inhaling to your half lift, finding length. Exhale to fold, and we're going to pause here for your active forward fold. You can have your hands on your shins, blocks, the ground, or any bind that might be in your practice. But wherever you end up, thinking about drawing the crown of your head towards the ground, your hips up towards the ceiling. One more deep breath in and out. Gently releasing any binds that you might have. Inhale, rising to your half lift. Exhale, stepping back into your plank, the top of a push-up. Taking your full deep breath in. Exhale, chaturanga or your knees, chest, chin. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale to your downward facing dog. You're going to find your three-legged dog, stepping your toe mounts a touch, letting your right leg extend out behind you. Staying right here, opening up, stacking your hips, maybe bending into your right knee. Your next inhale to extend your legs, squaring your hips. Exhale, stepping your right foot forward into a low lunge. Right foot stepping by your right wrist. Left knee coming down onto your mat. Allowing your hips to draw forward and down. If you need some extra support under the left knee, you're more than welcome to do that. Or if it would feel good, you could always curl your left toes and let that back leg start to lift. A little bit more energetic, but if the knee needs to be off the ground, it's a nice way to bring it there. You can stay here with the hands on the ground, maybe coming up onto blocks or up to your right knee. Noticing where your breath goes. Noticing where your mind tends to wander to. And taking one deep breath in and out. Taking one more full breath here. Letting your hands come down to frame your right foot. We're going to find your half splits. Hips shifting up and back. Maybe that right foot scoots a little more forward if you need it to. Think about the left hip right above your left knee. Taking a deep breath in to find your length. And a breath out to find your fold. Just one more full breath here. A deep breath in and out. As you inhale, bending back into your front knee, we're going to find a twist here, letting your left hand start to ground, right hand towards your right knee. Taking a deep breath in to find your length, and a breath out to find your twist. You can stay with the hand on your knee, maybe opening your right arm up towards the ceiling. If you're feeling adventurous today, you can bend into your left knee, maybe reaching back for your foot. But finding that space that's perfect for you, that's perfect for today. one more deep breath in and out. Gently releasing that back foot, releasing your right hand down to your mat, and stepping your right knee back to meet your left. No fancy transition. You can take any big circles or movements or anything that might feel good, maybe even a child's pose. But eventually, we're going to make your way back into your downward facing dog. Hips drawing up and back. Staying right here in your downward facing dog. We're going to go through that flow that we did earlier. As you inhale, waving forward into your plank. Exhale, lowering your chaturanga or your knees, chest, chin. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale to your downward facing dog. And finding your three-legged dog on the other side. Stepping your feet together, toe mounds to touch. When you're ready, let your left leg begin to extend out behind you. And staying right here, opening up, stacking your hips, bending into your left knee. As you inhale to extend and square, reaching long. Exhale, stepping forward, your low lunge on the left side. Left foot stepping by your left wrist. Right knee coming down onto your mat. Allowing your hips to draw forward and down. You're welcome to stay here with your hands on the ground. Maybe moving up to blocks or up to your left knee. Finding that space where you can breathe and you can be. One more deep breath in and out. Letting your hands come down to frame your left foot. Finding our half splits on this side. Hip shifting up and back. Left leg maybe walking out a little bit longer if you need it to. Thinking about that right hip above the right knee. Taking a full deep breath in to find your length and a breath out to find your fold. Finding your breath and a rhythm of the breath that allows you to stay right here. One more deep breath in and out. Bending back into your front knee. Gonna find our twist on this side. Right hand grounding either to the block or your mat. Left hand coming onto your knee. Taking a breath in to find your length. And a breath out to find your twist. Maybe that left arm opens up towards the ceiling. If you did so on the other side, maybe bending into your back knee, reaching back for your foot. You have your back foot gently to release. Left hand slowly coming down. And shifting your hips up and back enough to let that left knee step to meet your right. Taking any movement, maybe some circles or hip sways, but eventually meeting back in your child's pose. Your toe mounts a touch. Your knees can be together or a little bit wider. Head and neck slowly releasing down. And taking a few deep releasing breaths here. Noticing any sensations in your body. Any thoughts that might have stuck around. And taking one deep clearing breath. A full deep breath in. And a big sigh out. As you inhale, rising back into your table, curling your toes and pressing into your downward facing dog. Staying right here, we're going to go through that little flow that we did earlier one final time this morning. As you inhale, waving forward to your plank. Exhale your chaturanga or your knees, chest, chin. Inhale your upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale to your downward facing dog. As you inhale, rising high into your toes and walking your feet towards your hands. Maybe your hands back towards your feet. Finding another gentle forward fold. That soft bend to your knees. Head and neck to release. This time letting your feet come a little bit wider. Hip width or even wider than hip width. You can take your opposite elbows, maybe finding a light rock with your upper body from side to side. Gently to release your arms, slightly deeper bend to your knees, and slowly rolling up to stand once more. Another big shoulder roll at the top. You're going to move now into your wide-legged fold. So you can turn sideways on your mat or face however feels good, but letting your feet come nice and wide apart. Trying to bring your feet parallel towards each other. We're going to find a forward fold here. So if there's any version of a fold, maybe interlacing your hands behind your back, or any version that would feel good, you're welcome to do that. But initially letting your hands come to your hips or that bind behind your back. As you inhale to find length, exhale, slowly hinging at your hips. If your hamstrings are tight, you can have a slight bend to your knees here. Maybe hands come to blocks, the ground. Maybe folding in deeper. Finding whatever space here in a fold feels right for this moment. Any bind or any amount of support. One more breath in and out. If your hands are behind your back, gently releasing them to the ground. If you're in your fold, slowly rising to your flat back. Letting your hands come to your hips, and as you inhale, pressing to rise all the way up. And letting your feet start to walk a little bit closer towards each other. We're going to move into your squat, your malasana. Your feet can be hip width a little bit wider, The feet can be parallel towards each other, or your toes flare to the sides a little bit. Initially, if you like, you can bring your hands to the ground and letting your knees start to bend, pausing wherever you feel stable and strong. So your hips might be a little bit higher in the air, or your hips can start to sink all the way down. Hands can be on the ground to your heart center. You can always have a block or a few blocks under your hips if you need a little extra support there. But wherever you end up, letting your breath begin to slow down. And then we're going to make your way into a seat. There's no right way to get there. However feels good for you. And let your feet stay about mat width apart and find a little windshield wiper of your knees side to side. Find that full range of motion in your hip joints now. We're going to move into your bound angle, Baddha Konasana. Soles of your feet together. Heels drawing tight towards your hips, as tight as feels okay for your hips, your knees. As you inhale to find length through your spine. As you exhale, slowly begin to lean forward. Maybe fold forward. Wherever you end up, letting your legs stay active and strong. Knees pressing out and down. Your feet opening up like a book. One more full breath here. A deep breath in and out. If this space feels good for you, you're welcome to stay here as long as you'd like. And catch back up when you're ready. If you're ready to come up, slowly to rise and let your feet scoot a little bit further away from you. A nice wide diamond shape, about the same distance from heels to groin as from knee to knee. Taking another deep breath in to find your length. As you exhale, slowly to fold. Imagining your forehead resting on the soles of your feet. Allowing your breath to slow. And if at any point you need to release a clearing breath, to release something out, please do so. As we begin to move and deepen and open, stuff will probably be ready to go. Part of our practice is allowing that stuff to go when it's ready. One more deep breath here. A full deep breath in and out. As you inhale, slowly rising up. Letting your feet scoot all the way out long in front of you. Or seated forward fold, Paschimottanasana. So your feet can be together, hip width, or a little wider, however feels best. You can have a straight, your legs can be fully straightened or a slight bend to your knees if you have tight hamstrings. Taking a deep breath in to find your length and a breath out to find your fold. With each breath out, allowing your body to settle in some way. And if it feels okay, allowing your head and neck to feel heavy and hang. And taking one more deep breath here. A full deep breath in and out. As you inhale, slowly rolling up. We're going to bring your right knee into your chest. We're going to find a twist here. Letting the right hand come behind your back. Left hand either hugging your knee to your chest or bringing the elbow on the other side of it. Taking a deep breath in to find your length. And as you exhale to find your twist. Letting your left leg stay strong and active. Your spine lifting tall. If it feels okay, allowing your shoulders to relax just a little bit. One more breath here. Breath in and out. As you inhale, coming back through center. We're going to find your twist on the other side. Right leg extending out, left knee into your chest. Left hand coming behind you. Taking your deep breath in. And as you exhale, to find your twist. Either hugging the knee to your chest to bring the elbow on the other side. Allowing your inhales to lift your spine tall. And your exhale to release into that space. One more breath in and out. As you inhale, coming back through center. Letting the left leg extend out long. And then we're going to make your way onto your backs. Slowly rolling down. Letting your knees come with you, hugging into your chest. Giving yourself a light squeeze, maybe some rock side to side. Or some circles of your knees around your hips together or independently. Staying right here or finding your happy baby. Letting your knees start to hug into your armpits, feet coming up towards the ceiling. You can take a hold of behind your thighs, your ankles, maybe your feet. Allowing your tailbone to drop down towards the ground. Your shoulder caps to relax towards the ground as well. And staying with your breath. Your focused inhales. And your releasing exhales. staying right here. Or if you want to find a little bit of a variation, you can let your left heel come in towards your groin. Maybe the right leg begins to straighten a little bit or a lot. And coming back through your happy baby. And we're going to move on to the other side. The right heel coming in towards your groin. Maybe the left leg begins to extend. And coming back through your happy baby. And letting your knees hug into your chest. Releasing your left foot onto the ground, finding our reclined pigeon. Right ankle on top of your left knee. Right knee beginning to press away from you. So you can use your hand to start to press that knee away. Maybe hugging the left shin, left knee in towards your chest. Or any other version of a pigeon that would feel good for you here. Taking one more deep breath in and out. Gently to release that left foot down and then your right. And pause here for a little bit of movement, a little windshield wiper of your knees side to side. And the next time your knees come over towards that left side, we're going to pause there. Both knees coming to the left. You can stay right here. Maybe the left ankle comes on top of your right knee. Just being mindful of your knees and your hips. One more breath here, a deep breath in and out. And that left foot release onto the ground, coming back through center. Maybe a little windshield wiper to align or reset your hips. And we're going to find your reclined pigeon on the other side. Right foot staying on the ground, left ankle on top of your right knee. You can use your hand to press that left knee away. Maybe hugging the right knee and shin in towards your chest. Maybe this side is a whole lot tighter or different than the other side. It is for me. But wherever you end up, finding that space where you can breathe. Where you can find the sensation, feel the sensation in that space in your body. Allowing your breath to flow in and out. One more deep breath here, deep breath in and out. Gently releasing your right foot back down and then your left. And you You can find that little windshield wiper side to side or any other movement that would feel good. And then when you're ready, letting your knees pause, leaning over towards the right. And maybe that right ankle comes on top of the left knee. Just one more breath here. Deep breath in and out. If you have your foot on your knee, gently to release. Letting your knees come back through center, finding any movement or motion. And we're going to find one final twist here before our Shavasana. Letting your knees come back into your chest, maybe giving yourself another big squeeze. And letting your knees come over towards the left side of your body. You can keep your knees stacked, maybe let one leg come long, or any other variation that would feel good. Arms out into a T. And finding your releasing breath. Your deep breaths in. Your full deep breaths out. One more breath here. Breath in and out. Coming back through center. Taking as much time you need to realign your hips, your spine, before finding your way onto the other side. And taking that same variation on this side that you took over on the first. Taking your full breath in, your big sigh out. One more breath here. A full deep breath in and out. And slowly coming back through center. Taking any final movements or motions that you might need before finding your Shavasana, your final relaxation. Your legs can be out long, arms by your side, or any other space that feels most comfortable for you. There's no rush to get there. feel ready, when you feel that space where you can release, allowing your body to let go. Allowing your thoughts to begin to wander. With one final clearing breath, a deep breath in, and a big sigh out, allowing control of your breath to release. Slowly begin to deepen your inhalations and your exhalations, allowing with each breath life, energy, and movement to make its way back into your fingers and toes, your arms and legs, back in through your head and neck. With your next inhale, letting your arms reach long overhead, stretching long through your toes. As you exhale, hugging your knees in towards your chest. And taking one deep clearing breath, a full breath in and out. And slowly making your way up into a comfortable seat. And thank you all so much for sharing your time, space, and energy with me and with each other. The light in me sees and honors the light in each of you. Namaste.